Liturgical Catechesis. What is it and how did it take root in the early church? This series is born out of my graduate research where I studied how the first Christians approached discipleship as a lifelong process of formation. At the heart of this is what we call catechesis. It's not simply teaching new believers the doctrines of the faith, but it's shaping their entire way of life through instruction, communal practices, and habits that set them apart from the surrounding culture. Yet, catechesis was never to just be some intellectual assent. The early church, they knew that faith had to be embodied, and this is why the liturgical element becomes essential. Worship, whether it's through liturgy, prayer, and the sacraments, they engage the body as well as the mind, and they root our belief in a lived physical practice. This embodied liturgical life, it helps guard against a purely abstract faith, and it forms us in the rhythms of the gospel. Through this liturgical catechesis, early church believers were not only taught about Christ, but were continually being conformed to his image in the very way they lived, moved, and worshiped together. So in this series, we'll explore how these practices sustained faith in a oftentimes hostile world and consider what they might offer to us today as we seek to live as more deeply formed disciples of Christ. These are just going to be short introductory videos, nothing super deep, but just to begin you on this journey of becoming a deeply formed disciple in Christ. In all the descriptions of the videos, I'll link out resources to help you on this journey. And actually, I hope that you do leave comments, whether questions or just your own journey in this process, that we might grow together. But as always, more than a YouTube video, more than a social media post, what's really important is that we find a community to do this in together. So I pray and hope that as you journey to be a more deeply formed disciple of Christ, that you also find a community that helps form you in the way of Jesus.